Yeah, I totally agree. And I would encourage everybody to take action on today's episode. So look, if you don't own any crypto, it's time to get some stablecoin. Get $50 or $100 worth of a USDT. Get it, set up your account on Swissborg, set up your account on centralized exchange, start there. Then you want to get something that you can stake, right? And try staking one of those currencies. And then I would say anybody who's already done both of those steps, get yourself on Terra tonight. I'm going to get on there by the end of the week. I promise you.
Awesome.
So, and again, just push yourself to do this. And even if you think it's complicated, it's actually not. And once you do it once, you're like, oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, the hot wallet is one of the greatest inventions ever. All of my students, they were kicking and screaming setting up their MetaMask wallet, but now they use it like every day. So I would say everybody push themselves for these protocols. This yield's amazing. Last slide, or one of the last slides I think we're showing, we're waiting, but it's happening soon. But you guys at Swissborg, first of all, you offer yield right now on currencies, on individual coins, and potentially staking's coming soon.
Yes, right? Proof of stake soon.
Which means, for example, I could have a chunk of Solana, or I could have a chunk of Cardano, and as opposed to me having to go in and do all of my checking on my validator nodes and check all the different types and make sure I have enough, I could literally just get you guys to do it.
Exactly. So the whole dream this year, Brian, because we really want to democratize wealth management. So if those who are just daunted, it's too scary to do all this by themselves, or simply they'd rather spend time with their friends and family and get it automated for them. It's not necessarily the people who are less tech savvy, but our dream is to offer a range of passive income products like a C-suite. If you're a low risk guy or very low risk like take proof of stake, you can choose very low risk. If you're low risk, medium, high risk, we'll have the degens, the crazy. If you're just thinking, okay, I'm a poker player, I want to play roulette, or I want to play the slot machine for fun with a few $100 or $1,000, then you'll have that opportunity with Swissborg. So we really, by the end of this year, we want to offer the full suite of any type of, not one size fits all, but a size for all is the idea by the end of this year.
I love it, and you guys have the best app in the game. You've obviously just won awards for it. It's slick, and I know a lot of people that use it. And again, like you said, you should be able to customize your risk profile. And
exactly.
I don't see that happening with most places, and I don't see the options there. And I've got a whole range of students in my academy, and I have a few, like you said, like maybe 5% that are in their early 20s, and they're like, Brian, I'm putting it all on black. I'm putting it all on red. I'm putting it all on sandbox. And I'm like, all right, that that's not the best portfolio management theory. And they're like, yes. And I'm like, okay. But most of my students are conservative, so what they want to do is have lower risk assets. They also don't want to spend all day going in and checking out nodes on Polkadot, but they want to be like, oh, well, I've got this option on Swissborg. I can earn this yield. Boom, I swipe up and I can try it for a month or 3 months and see what it's like. So yeah, I'm really glad you're doing this because I don't see anybody else doing it. And I'm glad you guys are. And I know you guys do a lot of volume and you understand a lot of risk. And we're going to have you back on to talk about AMMs as well.
We can talk about some degen pools as well for those who like to play poker or...
Right. All right. So we can talk next time you hear about the next level of risk when it comes to this risk reward diagram and how they can take part in that and the details of that. And you guys going to be offering that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, if the community really wants it, please comment, like, and tell us that you really want this, and we'll do the same thing for the medium to high risk as well. Yeah.
Right. Okay, I love it. Swissborg, they get it through the app, right? Download the app and then go in through the process there. And then once it's there, you can literally move in and out of currencies, get yields on currencies, get yields on tokens, pretty soon staking tokens, and have a whole risk profile. And you guys sort it out and do all the thinking, but they're still in crypto. And that's what you guys provide. You guys do an amazing job, man. So congrats on the whole brand and everything.
Thank you so much, brother.
And look, man, that was pretty good what we just did. so I mean, that literally is next level DeFi stuff, I would say. I take 4 weeks and I take people through my kind of blockchain boot camp, but we don't get into staking. People ask about it, but it's usually too much too soon for those people. So I know they're watching now. Most of the people in my academy, they got the hot wallets, they've done the yield thing, but they've never actually gone to a layer one and the proof of stake or something. So this is super helpful. I'm encouraging everybody to do it. I'm going to do it too. And like you said, in the bear market, you don't buy anything without a yield to it. That's the quote of the episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, love it. You're coming back on hopefully in the next month, right? And we'll go higher risk etc. Any other final thoughts? About these markets. I mean, you've been in this business for a long time, right? I mean, you've been in crypto for what, 5 years plus? You've seen ups and downs and ups and downs. Like, how do you put all this in perspective?
It's such a good question, and people wonder how long will we go sideways? Is this just a little pump because of, we said the Ukrainian currency, the Russian, the ruble, etc. But for me, I mean, QT is probably the biggest topic of the year on whether we'll go flat or will we go through another recession and have that dip. But to be honest, Brian, there's so many fundamental positive bullish news that are going on. I've never been so confident in my life, ever.
In this space.
Yeah. It's just so much innovation and Bitcoin, they're talking about making it as a legal tender in California, which is where all the tech companies are. There are 2 other countries in Central South America that want to make it a legal tender. Already, we know that El Salvador are rubbing their hands because they got in around 35K. Now the Bitcoin's at 42K. So do you know what I mean? I feel like China banned still. You can't even buy or mine Bitcoin, one of the biggest economic forces in the world, and we still reached another all-time high. Like, there's so many use cases that are building across the world. I'm just super bullish.